Hi, I'm Jessie Ahmet, your host of Valley News Now, and I have Girl Scouts Dakota Horizons Chief Development Officer, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jesse. Thanks so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here with me. So great to see you. So we've got all things Girl Scouts to catch up on and talk about, but we were just chatting a little bit before we went on, and I think a lot of people don't realize that there are these amazing entrepreneur opportunities besides cookies happening right now.
Right. So the girls have just wrapped up fall product program. If you call our 1-800 number, we might be able to sneak in another order. But fall product program is very similar to our Girl Scout entrepreneurial cookie program in that girls are learning all about how to run their business. They're setting their goals, they're
Yeah.
making their budgets, they're choosing their rewards, they're doing all the things that business owners do. And that doesn't just happen during cookie season with Girl Scouts, that happens in the fall too.
It does. And the fall product, I was telling you this beforehand too. It is like a really well kept secret in a way because cookies, of course, Girl Scouts are known for cookies. I think you can go almost anywhere in the world and people know that. But there are some fall product deliciousness that doesn't seem to be as well known. But once you know about it, you will hunt somebody down to get this product.
You got it right. It's this year, girls were selling a number of things. There's nuts and candies that are delicious. There was a really fun collaboration with BarkBox,
Mm.
the national brand BarkBox. They make dog stuff. So the BarkBox was a really cute little beret for your dog and a
Oh,
canister of dog treats, plus selling magazines and service tumblers, different things. And the cool thing about Girl Scout Fall Product Program is, a lot of girls will join kind of in line with when the school year happens. Jesse, you
yeah.
probably know this from all your Girl Scout experiences. So, Fall Product Program gives girls an opportunity just to hop right in to an entrepreneurial program with Girl Scouts and do a little bit of selling. It's all those awesome soft skills or power skills that you hear
Yeah.
about, learning to visit with people you maybe don't know all that well. Or are strangers to you that might be, in your orbit with your adults in
Yeah.
your house or somewhere else, but you're learning to visit with people who might be new to you,
Yeah.
and tell them all about product and why they should support your business.
Yeah, and get those skills going, like you said, and then the girls can start earning money, whether it's towards, like you said, whatever they choose for their rewards, or if they use it as Dakota Dough. That's the word I was looking for. Is it still called Dakota Dough? My
It's
daughter
Dakota
graduated
Dough,
now.
yeah.
Okay.
And we have girls. I visited with a couple girls in fall product program who have identified a trip that they're planning to take to Australia and New Zealand in 2026, and
Okay.
they're already thinking about how their product program and their businesses now with Girl Scouts are going to pay off for them in a couple years when they make that
Yeah.
big.
And that long term planning for kids, I mean, when you were a kid, 2 years or 3 years or 4 years seems like an eternity. So I love that these girls are kind of wrapping their mind around, that'll come, that goal will come, and I can save now and earn now towards that goal. And to be able to just to think ahead and to have those planning skills and the delayed gratification that we all struggle with. So,
Right? And
yeah.
one of the girls was saying every year she has purchased like a charm bracelet for
Oh,
a charm for her charm bracelet. And she was even debating if she should spend that, I don't know what it was,
wow.
$5 or
Right.
$10, or should she be saving that for that big trip? So
That's
it's
pretty
amazing what
cool.
girls are thinking about when they're participating in Girl Scouts.
Yep, and that's what they need to know. I mean, once you get out of mom and dad's house, and that's what you got to choose between. Whether you're going to go $5 here, there, coffee, out to eat, whatever, or maybe you're going to save in and pay the rent. Kind of a
Right?
good thing. Yeah, really
all
good
kinds
skill
of
for them.
all kinds of choices. And I would tell you too about fall product program. Our girls at Dakota Horizons are awesome at this. They are some of the best in the country. We work with
Wow.
a number of sort of national. I mean, obviously, Girl Scouts is a nationwide phenomenon. So we work with
Right.
people kind of all across the country who are a part of product programs, and they tell us that our girls really lead the country where it comes to their
Wow.
sales with the fall products.
That's pretty incredible. I really think that is amazing. It's hard to get people to talk, especially, I mean, more and more. It's harder for kids to talk to people they don't know. They're not used to it. They get to text all the time. And so these skills, I think, just become more and more valuable with every year.
Agreed. I
Yeah,
agree with you 100%.
yeah. So you've had a ton of programming going on recently, but this last weekend and coming up. That's something I love to tell people about because if you're not plugged in, you don't have a Girl Scout or happen to have it right in your orbit, you don't know all the programming that's happening with Girl Scouts, all the different things that they can do, the opportunities to try all kinds of things. So tell us what you've had going on, what you've got coming up.
Oh my gosh, so many good things. So last weekend, we think was one of the busiest weekends we've seen at Dakota Horizons in quite a long time. Our program team all across North Dakota, all across South Dakota was really working hard to bring programs to girls. So a couple that I think happened in North Dakota that were pretty cool. Out in Bismarck, there was a program, an Iditarod program. So there were sled dogs at the Girl Scout Service Center
Wow.
in Bismarck teaching girls all about that. Plenty going on in Fargo, plenty going on in Watertown in South Dakota. Here in Sioux Falls, we had a new partnership with a entity called Aerostar. So girls were doing all kinds of STEM activities. There has just been a lot happening. Spooky Science or Haunted University, there it is, that's the right name. Haunted University, a couple weekends ago in Grand Forks. There's just constantly activity with Girl Scouts happening. And one of the cool things is really when you're with Girl Scouts, you get to choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
You can decide if it's something you want to do a couple times a month, once a month, outside of those troop meetings. You really have the opportunity to do what you want to do and be where you want to be, participating in different things, trying new programs like the fall product we were talking about, trying these STEM programs, trying outdoor things like even outdoor camping as we get into winter. So you get to pick what you want to learn about and find out what you're good at with Girl Scouts.
Yeah, that's what's so cool. And I just always have to talk about the opportunity to fail as well, because it's a cool thing to have that opportunity to try a bunch of things and to fail in a safe environment, and honestly to succeed in a safe environment too, because both can be intimidating depending on who you're with. It's hard for kids that are succeeding all the time at school. Sometimes they get a lot of flack, and it's hard to try things where you don't know if you'll be successful, and that's what Girl Scouts does, which just makes you be able to try anything. I mean, once you conquer that fear of failure, the world's yours.
You said it exactly right. I mean, the thing about Girl Scouts is it helps girls try new things.
Yeah.
And when we try new things, sometimes we succeed.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't. And it's a safe place to fail.
Yep.
And failing is how we learn. It's how we learn
It is.
what we want to have the tenacity to try again.
Yep.
And it's also how we learn, like, yep, that's not my cup of tea at all. Great for you. I'm going to try this next thing and see if I'm good at that, or if it's something I want to learn more about.
Right.
So there's a lot of opportunities in this. It's this not competitive environment with Girl Scouts. It's a really cooperative environment where girls are learning together. And we do so much competition in this world. Those skills are super important. But it's also great for girls to have a place to be where they can be learning and trying together and really attacking goals together like they do with their troops.
Yeah.
In an environment that's not competitive.
Right. And it's I think of it too like the kind of competitive that when you're in a group of women that are really promote and encourage each other more so than it's the type of competitive where you're like, oh, you're really striving to do well at that. I want to really work hard too, rather than, it's just me or you at the top. It's a completely different kind of environment, and it is just amazing to see the girls do that. I was just telling a friend, and I have to share this with you, about an experience I had with Girl Scouts years ago when I got to work for Girl Scouts, and we did some recruitments. We were doing an ice skating one. And I had never skated in my entire life, never even had ice skates on. And this, I was still, this was a few years ago, but I was still over 40. And I was like in Aberdeen, so like 3 hours away from home by myself. There's no way I was getting on those skates, And the little girls, that's, they're begging me, you want to skate? You want to skate? And I said, no, 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 no. And she goes, well, what are you afraid of? And I said, well, I'm afraid I'm going to fall. And she goes, if you're not falling, you're not learning. And I was like, give me the skates.
Oh, boy.
Wasn't that good?
Profound.
Yeah. And
That's
yeah, profound for a 9-year-old, huh? And she was, I think of that all the time. If you're not falling, you're not learning. And I thought, yeah, you're right. Okay, give me the skates. We'll go.
Yeah. Time to lace them up, Jesse. The challenge has just been thrown down.
That's right. That is right. And so can't promote Girl Scouts enough. And another wonderful thing is that people don't know about is it is $25 for an entire year membership, which, I feel like a commercial when I say things like that, and I need to say, like, this is not sponsored. But it's so inexpensive to join. And also, finances are never want to be a hindrance. So there are scholarships available for girls too. And so, if that is something in your mind that you think, well, I would love for my child to do that, but it's just not in our budget right now, by all means apply for those scholarships as well. They've got dollars set aside for that, and it's very important to Girl Scouts that doesn't hinder you and hinder your child's experience.
100%. This is just reach out. Let us know how we can be be on your team. That's what Girl Scouts is all about, is, building a place for belonging and removing barriers where we need to. And you're absolutely right. $25 opens the door and unlocks the treasure chest that is Girl Scouts with your membership. Makes available to you all of these amazing activities that we've been talking about that Girl Scouts Dakota Horizons works toward. And then there's so many other events that troops and service units are putting together all the time. I think something else people don't know, you're a Girl Scout insider, Jesse, so you probably know this, but folks watching may not realize that you can join anytime.
Right. That was new to me as well before, I was involved, is you can join now, you can join in January, you can join in May, anytime.
Yeah, just join us.
Just join.
You get placed in a troop, takes a little bit of time to get that troop placement, or you can, I can't remember the term now that I'm sitting here on camera with you. I think we call it a Juliet.
I was just going to say, that's what came to my mind too. Yep.
Okay. And that's where essentially you're sort of, you're blazing your own trail. You're maybe not participating in that traditional troop experience. If your schedule is prohibitive, but Girl Scouts is still a place you want to be, things like the programs we've talked about, or cookies are a place you would like a girl in your life to be, that's an option too. And any day is the right day to join. So come on.
It is. It's perfect. And, through COVID, there was always a lot online, but through COVID, I think that Girl Scouts developed that even more so. And so there's tons available to you no matter what kind of your scheduling, looks like. Yeah,
it's the truth. We've been working on a giving day here today, and I have some pretty awesome quotes.
Oh, I'm excited.
Done for girls. Would you want to hear one?
I would love to.
Okay, I'm going to share it, and I'm going to look at my other screen.
Yes.
While I read it. So,
if I was cool enough, I would share your screen, but I'm not sure I know how to do that.
Oh yeah, no, it's okay. My screen is not much to look at for sure. But someone was mentioning about their daughter. They watched, because of Girl Scouts, they watched their daughter go from a terrified, anxious grade schooler to the extremely confident young woman who's led groups of Girl Scouts, traveled abroad, earned awards like the Girl Scout Gold Award, joined the swim team and the marching band without knowing anyone else participating, and just now pledged to sorority as a college student. She gained her skills and confidence through Girl Scouts. So that's what it's all about.
That's incredible. That gives me goosebumps. And she also learned the value of sisterhood. That joining a sorority kind of shows that to me, that she also was like, yeah, I want to continue to have a sisterhood, because those people around you to support you are so important.
Absolutely right. And we're here to, I guess you hear that, straighten each other's crowns, but we better make it Girl Scout berets. Get those berets straightened and
that's right.
Support one another through the sisterhood and continue to make the world a better place.
Oh, love it. What could be better than that, right, Jennifer?
I can't think of much. The world needs Girl Scouts, that's for sure.
That is for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell us how we find out more, if you wouldn't mind giving us the website and the phone number.
Yeah, I would love to. Just visit GS, as in Girl Scouts, DakotaHorizons.org. And I'm gonna look at the phone number because I never say it right.
I know. Should we test my knowledge? Is it 1-800-666-2141?
You are a hero. Yes, it is 1-800-666 2141. That's our member services number.
Awesome.
If you just call that line, somebody's going to get you pointed in the right direction.
And what's so cool too about your member services is it's not like, an outside sourced out company or something. These are like lifelong women that have been Girl Scouts forever. And if they don't, they most likely know the answer. And if they don't, they will find it for you and make sure to follow up. They're amazing.
Absolutely. And they're just down the hall. It's not like
Yes.
you're calling the call center somewhere else. There's some women down the hall and some elsewhere throughout the Dakota Horizons footprint. The team's just working hard to be sure everybody gets connected to the resources they need to make the most of their Girl Scout experience.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Is there anything that I forgot about or that you'd like to mention before I let you get back to that amazing work of a Chief Development Officer there at Girl Scouts?
No, I think we've covered it. Thank you so much for the opportunity to share a little bit about the impact of Girl Scouts.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and investment in our girls.
Truly my pleasure. On my honor, I will continue to do my best for
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. That is Jennifer. She is the Chief Development Officer at Girl Scouts Dakota Horizons. And I am Jessie Ammett, your host of Valley News Now.